StampinSpot.com. Thanks for joining me this morning. My desk is a mess here this morning. I kind of decided, instead of having a finished card to show you, I would show you my thought process when I design. So I have a couple different ink pads because I know I have a color scheme, and I know I'm building my card around this set, Tasteful Touches, and I want to do blues with a little bit of yellow and maybe green. I think I'm going to do Forever Fern. I did pre-cut a couple different colors of these ferns, this particular shape. I just love this, and I think that that would be really pretty with this big flower here, because the shapes that go with this are a little different. So, but I did punch one of these because I figured that would be good for almost any sentiment I wanted to use, because I could even cut it in half if I wanted to use a smaller sentiment. So I'm going to leave those in there for now. And because I know I wanted to do blue and white primarily with some yellow, I just cut a couple white card bases, a couple blue card bases. I have some scrap white, and I cut some white layers. And I just grabbed this at the last second because that could be kind of pretty with that flower too. So I don't really know what I'm making. Oh, and I did grab the wood grain texture because I thought some of these might be nice. And I grabbed the banner punch just in case I wanted to do a banner greeting, and I grabbed some blends in matching colors. So I am a mess here, but we're going to see what comes of it. And let's just stop playing and see what happens. I'm going to move my cutter aside. Maybe we'll start with something very basic. I'm going to take a white layer. I wish I had grabbed like a big piece of scrap paper. I'm going to use the back of this paper as my scrap paper. Oops, that's not scrap, is it? See, you can see my zany thought process right now. Scattered all over the place, but usually something fun comes out of it. So I kind of really, I don't know what it is about that I like. So I thought I might start with something in the background with this. The bad part about this is you are probably going to have to sit and watch me cut things. This stamp hasn't even been used yet. Usually I pre-cut florals and so forth. I think I am going to do this, and maybe I'll do smoky slate. I think I'll have my card go, let's see, I think I'll have it go horizontal. I'm just randomly. And really, I did not have an idea in mind when I started this. I just pulled things that I thought I hadn't worked with yet, and I'd like to see what they look like, and go from there. Okay, there's my backdrop. On a piece of scrap white in Memento, I think I'm going to stamp this pretty floral image. Maybe we'll put that up on dimensionals or something. I'm not really sure. I'm wondering, I didn't cut blue. Misty Moonlight is the bases I cut. I wonder if I should have cut Misty Moonlight layers to put this flower on a layer, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I'm using Memento upside down, but that's what I'm using. And I'm actually going to do it twice because I'm thinking this image might call for 2 flowers. Oh, I think I need to re-ink my Memento. Oh, that's better. Okay. I am going to, this is Misty Moonlight Light and Dark, and this is Light Daffodil Delight. I'm going to do the inside of my flowers yellow. Like so. Is this, can you see this? I hope you can see this. See what a mess I am when I work? I am all over the place. I If you saw my stamp room right now, ladies, you'd not be too impressed, let me tell you. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing okay? Jeez, this is really dark. I'm using the light one too. The light Misty Moonlight, but it's coming out really dark. There's so much shading in these flowers, I think. I haven't stamped this image yet. This is the first time I'm playing with this. So, this video is going to be longer than most of mine are. As you can see, I am not super fussy when I color. I just, and I don't think I'm going to add a lot of shading to this because there is a lot of shading in it already. Sometimes these markers dry a little lighter, so I will wait until I know it's good and dry and then maybe go back in and add a little more shading depending on how light it dries. I haven't worked with this Misty Moonlight enough yet to really have a feel for how much it changes color. Some of like the Blackberry Blisses and some of those darker, I don't know, red purpley tones, they get significantly lighter when they are, what's the word I'm looking for? When they dry. Sorry, guess I have trouble chewing gum and talking at the same time apparently, because this is as basic as it gets and I'm having trouble. Okay, I'm gonna just add a little bit. Just accentuate just a little bit. Do you guys like the new blends? Do you color with them much? I didn't grab my laptop to see comments. Of course, if I have my iPad here, but for some reason it's not really connecting today. Wow. Oh, sorry, earthquake. So this one looks much darker. I don't know if it's just the way I colored it or what, but I'm not going to add a tremendous amount of shading to this one. Like that. What do you think? All right, let's see. I think I will take my Misty Moonlight that's pre-cut at 8.5 by 4 1/4. No, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm not going to add this yet. I'm going to wait and see. Now you get to watch the boring part. I wish we could two-way talk here so we could carry on a real conversation so that this wouldn't seem quite so boring. But I'll try to do this as fast as I can. So, did you guys join in on Sunday? Did you have fun? I have to say, it was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed myself. It was really fun interacting with people. It was the first time I really had ever interacted with anybody online, and so that was really fun. I enjoyed that. I guess I'm missing people a lot, and looking forward to getting back to in-person meetings. As you can see, I'm not doing the best job with this cutting, but it will suffice. What do you think of this idea of just coming on and winging it as opposed to showing you a finished project first? Do you like this better or not? I'll go back and reread the comments. Or is this it's kind of like surprise time? Who knows what will be, right? All right. Oh, I actually don't know if I like that background as much as I thought I might. Let me pull out some of these greenery and see what it looks like. Kind of thought I'd like it more. What do you think? The lighter? The darker? I'm not a fan of that background quite the way. Maybe I just did it too much. Maybe it's just a little too much. I'm looking at what else I have right here on my desk that I know what I can do. I'm going to take this stamp. We're going to do this again. I'm going to flip this right over. And I'm going to take this stamp. Like I said, this set's brand new, so I do like that image a lot. I just think maybe I used it too much. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to put this on a block. And I happen to have this Just Jade Stampin' Right. So I'm going to do this fern. This came with the Tasteful Touches. This is the one I'm doing. And I'm going to add this in. What do you guys think? You think these two colors go okay together? I think they might. Maybe I won't. I was going to add yellow ribbon to this. I brought over some ribbon. But I think you'll notice I didn't color on the point, always on the side. You don't want to break down your points. Blow on it for a second. Let's see. I think I will do this. I think I'll do this way. Like that. Okay, now I think I'll add a little bit of, not a fan of this glue. It's so sticky. I know people love it. I tend to use tape runner adhesives, but these little leaves, you can't really put tape runner on them, so I don't even put it on every single leaf, which is okay because it kind of adds to the three-dimensional. I guess you could do dimensionals if you cut them really small, but I'm not going to go there right now. You see my thought process here? Let's hope I brought some dimensionals over. Aha! I do have a pack on this table. My stamping table's really a mess from the other day. I stamped 2 flowers, but I think I might just use 1. We'll see what it looks like. If I have to add a second one, I'll cut the other one. Or maybe we'll make a second card. Who knows? We'll see. See how bored you all are. I have a teeny bit of white here. I'm just going to cut off because it's driving me crazy. Maybe like that. What do you think? I wish I had done this greenery over maybe a little more. Let's see. Let's talk about some ribbon here. So this came from, this is a 3-pack of ribbon. It's called Flowers for Every Season. It comes with a thicker white ribbon and this green plaid, which I've used in Jar of Flowers. And then this is like a little twine. It's the Midnight Muse twisted with like a silver and white. It's kind of elegant, kind of pretty. Let's see. Do we want a bow? Do we want a stripe? Oh, I think maybe a bow. I think maybe a bow. And you know what? I'm going to double up on this ribbon. I'm going to cut a big piece and I'm going to double it. And then I'm going to tie my ribbons just so it's a little bit thicker because there's so much white space in this card. And I also think instead of putting my greeting on a label, I'm going to stamp it right on this card. So I'm kind of just playing with this bow a little bit. Like I always say, twist it till you like it. Okay. Something like that maybe. Cut these ends off. I'm going to just do this over here. Okay. I'm going to stamp my greeting before I go any further. Hopefully I get it straight. Let's see what's going to fit. I think the You Are the Best is the one that's going to fit the most. Yep, it is. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I am actually, I think, going to jazz up this. I need my cutter. I might do a banner coming down from the top. Double layer banner. Now, if I had pre-thought this card, I might have done this on Misty Moonlight. I'm going to cut my card base that I had. So, let's see. This stamp is about 1 inch. A little less. So, I'm going to do this at about 1.5 by... I'm going to do 3. I'll probably have to trim it down, but that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take some scrap white, And I am going to do, I'll do the same 3 by, what did I say this was? 1.5. I'll do this 1 1/4. Oop, didn't get it all. I'm going to pop that off because that's going to be, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. The beautiful thing about this is I'm going to stamp this in Misty Moonlight, I think. And the nice thing about this is if I don't get it straight, I can turn it over and redo it. All right. Let's see. I'm about right about there. Oh, that was pretty good, I think. First for everything, right? Okay, now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this into my banner cut. Like so. Pop that off. Let's see. I'm going to do it one more time. Actually, maybe I'll just chop a little off the top. A little bit off the top, like that. Just a little bit. Maybe less than 1/4 inch. I'm going to put this piece in. Banner cut this. Like so. And add that. Oh, that. You don't know if you can see it. That was just about perfect. I lucked out there. Alright. My new seal adhesive. Whoops, got the cover on. Like I said, I'm loving this. It's much smoother than the old snail. Now, let's see. Ah, crooked. Crooked because I'm not standing. Do you guys stand or sit when you stamp? I'm a stander. Still a little crooked, but it will do. Alright, I'm going to put this on my base. Not sure if this is out of view, what I'm doing here. I'm sorry if it is. Let's see. Put this here. Maybe I'll pop this up on dimensionals if I can find what I did with them. My desk is a mess over here. Holy smokes. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I have an 11 o'clock Zoom meeting with my coffee club. Are any of you coffee club girls on here? Yay. And, oh, I see you, KB. And then this afternoon I am going to resort to cleaning. Oh, gee, I don't know. I maybe should have put that flower over a little. I'll just put it right at the edge like that. I think I would have liked the white here. I don't think it's going to come up. But you know what? Now that I've done that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back with this other shape. And I'm determined to use this shape because I really like it. And I'm going to stamp off a couple of times. And then I'm just going to fill in a little dead space here. What do you think? Overkill? Maybe just a little bit too much overkill, but I don't know. What do you think? I kind of like it. I think, oh, I forgot to add my bow. I spent all that time making my bow. See, this is why I wish we were interactive, so someone would fill me in on that. Oh, let's see. I need my glue dots, which are right here. And when I go to put my glue dots on, I hold to my 4 strands, so I make sure I get the glue dot right in the center of the knot so that it really sits just where I want it to be. I use so many glue dots lately. I think I'll put that right there. Maybe trim those up just a bit. What do you think? Now you've seen my thought process, my crazy, crazy thought process. Is this what your desk looks like when you're creating? I think that's it. I'm going to turn it over. There we go. You want to try one more, or are you guys ready to tune out? Let's see what time it is. Oh, oh, my watch isn't working. I don't know what time it is. I'm going to try one more. This time I'm going to try one with the white card base. I'm just going to set that aside for now. And I am going to try a piece of one of these papers. See what I like here. Let's see what we like. Ooh, maybe too dark? Don't know. Oh. See my brain working? I don't know if I like that green with this blue, even though they complement each other. I wish I had done 2 of the other color. Oh, I think I did do 2 of the other color. I'll have to check that out. Kind of all over this brick, I think. I think I'm going to do this brick. Right here. Yeah, maybe I'll do this tanner brick. Do we like that? Or do we like that? No, I'm going to go with this one. This is more gray. This is more tan. I'm going to go with one that's more gray. So, let's see. What did I do with the other piece of that random piece that I cut from here? Oh, here it is. So I'm going to do this on top of my white just to make it stand out a little bit. So I'm going to cut this layer at 4 by 5 1/4. I think I'll save that like that, and then I think I'll put that on there. Oh, maybe not. Nope. You know what? I'm going to skip this layer altogether. I'm going to have this be my base layer. Now the question is, do I want my card to go this way or do I want my card to go this way? I think I'm going to do it this way since I did the other one the other way. Okay, so this will be 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Now we have to cut this one out. I apologize. Kind of like the old Jeopardy theme song. Do 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 do. Could have sworn I had 2 of each of these. Ah, look at that, I do. They were hiding in my Forever Fern stamp set. Okay. Let's cut this one out real quick. For those of you that have bought the blends, do you like the blends better than the regular Stampin' Rights? And I never used Copics, so if you were a Copic user before and you have bought blends, compare them for me in the comments, because I've never used a Copic marker, so I don't know. I am unable to compare the two. So I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in your thoughts on Copics versus blends. And this is a open society page. You don't have to pretend like you like the blends better. You can be honest with your opinion. We're big girls here. We can take it. We wear our big girl pants around here. This image, I have to go back and add a little more color to because I really did not do a very good job of getting blue every place that blue should be. I should say midnight, no. Moonlight. Misty moonlight. My brain is slow these days. Holy smokes. Okay, I am just going to bring my scrap back over here for a minute just so I can go back in and add a little color in some of the places that I didn't get. I'm just going to add a little more shading in some of these places. There we go. This flower is kind of easy to shade because it gives you a lot of the shaded areas already. You know, it's funny, every catalog I think to myself, I hope there's something other than flowers, because I have every flower possible. And then they bring in another flower set, and I think, oh, I love that. Hopefully that's going to lighten a little bit, because I'm not crazy about the way I shaded that. But we're going to go with it. I think this time, let's see. Oh, I don't know if that goes. I was going to use this cute, this is called Bumblebee. I really like blue and yellow together. Bumblebee gingham ribbon. I was going to use this on this card, but I think I'm going to need to go... Oh, you know what? I'm going to walk away and grab another ribbon that I got. It's beautiful. But I hope I can find it real quick. Here it is. This is the... What is this? This is the Pool Party. It's kind of a sheer... As you can see, I haven't even worked with it yet. But I'm thinking this might be pretty. It's kind of a... Oh, look at that. I just cut that piece. Bummer. Well, I'm just going to trim it off and save it for later. What do you think? Oh, that goes, right? So, let's see. I think I will do... What do we like better with the Pool Party? We like the darker green, the lighter green? Let's see. Oh, I think I like... the softness of the lighter. Yeah, I think I like the softness of the lighter. I think I will, let's see. Do we want to put a label on this? What do we want to do? How about like that? Maybe like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So I am going to, you know, this ribbon's so pretty. Rather than waste it by wrapping it all around and tying a bow, I'm going to tie a bow and add it just like this. That's a little cheat sheet for you when you're trying to make your ribbon go really far. So I just need to choose a small greeting for here. Hopefully I have one in one of these stamp sets. Oh, how about this little hello? We'll do that one. Small block. And I think I'll do it in the Misty Moonlight again instead of black. I'm a blue freak, and I really do like this blue color. Put this down so I can. Let's see. Is that straight? Yeah, it's pretty straight. Straight enough, right? Straight enough for demonstration purposes. Okay. I am going to use my... This is so smooth. So here's a funny thing, right? I'm kind of a brute. If you know me in person, sometimes I'm like a bull in a china shop. And I grew up with 3 brothers, so it was always horseplay in my house. And I tend to be quick and tough on things. And I don't know that I got this nice and square. But anyway, the old cutter, I apply so much pressure. The new cutter, you just have to be very smooth. Well, the same thing with these old Tombow adhesives. If you didn't apply enough pressure, it didn't lay down a nice line. This is the opposite. This you glide softly. And it took me forever to realize that. So, you know, it took me a few times of using it to understand that. But I still tend to pick it up and push too hard right off the bat because I'm a brute. This is no other way to say it. All right, I'm going to put this down here. And let's see. What do you think? Like that? I think maybe like that. So I am going to try to put little dimensionals on this greenery. So I'm going to go ahead. Who else does this? Doesn't waste their dimensionals. I will add some glue to the bottom, but I want the top, because this is on dimensionals, I want the top to also be on dimensionals. The only problem with these little ones is it's really hard to get the backing off. I can't even tell which side is which here. Ah, there we go. And who else does this? I think Karen usually does this. I think I've seen her doing this too. So I'm going to pull the adhesive pieces off of these. Ah, I pulled the whole dimensional off. It's so little. This is painful, isn't it? This is why I try to pre-do things for you guys. But I kind of thought, I was coming in here early this morning to make this card, and then I thought, you know, these guys might find it funny to see how my crazy brain works. Maybe not. Maybe you find it boring. But this is it. This is me at my best. Oy vey. This just does not want to work for me. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue, a stray one there, on these bottom leaves that are going to go. Can you see me? Am I out of camera? I apologize if I keep going out of camera. Like this, just a little bit. Okay. I don't know. I always tend to pitch things to the left. I don't know if that's because I'm a righty or what the reasoning is. I feel like I need a little something right there. I should have brought this down a little lower, but it's too late now. Well, maybe I'll put the bow over here. Add this with dimensionals too. See what the bow looks like, and then we'll make that decision. Like that. Hey, this little yellow one sitting here, I could add that. Meh, I don't think I like that. Even if I colored it, I don't think I would like it. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this pretty sheer pool party ribbon. It's the first time I'm using it, so I have no idea what it's going to be like making a bow with it, but we'll find out. Like this. There we go. Ah, it's actually kind of pretty. My mama always told me, cut the tails on the angle. That's what mama always said. Okay, we'll take a glue dot. Maybe I'll put this over here. Take up that space if I can find my glue dots. I see my box of glue dots, but where are my glue dots? I set them down somewhere. Well, guess what? I'm not going to use glue dots. I'm going to use this glue. Because I can. It's called pinch hitting. I'm going to tuck it under this just a little bit. Like that. Oh, see, the glue dots don't move. This you have to actually hold a second. There we go. What do you think? 2 spur-of-the-moment cards. What do you think? Which one do you like best? So we use the Forever Fern framelits. I use this one. And we use the Tasteful Touches, which I knew I was going to love. Something about that image draws me to this set. I suppose a lot of people will like this feather. You know what would be really cute is if you took this feather and you stamped it in multiple colors. That would be really cute. And I brought Stacked Stone over, but I didn't end up using it because I ended up using this DSP instead. And this DSP is fabulous. So, while you're here, I haven't made up the last 2 samples, but I did want to mention it is not too late to go to mystampingspot.com and you can sign up for the Christmas Club. All the information is there under the tab. You will make 8 cards a month. You'll get $25 worth of product in your package. Actually, probably more than that, because by the time I cut the 8 card kits, it'll be much more than that. And it's a subscription, and you can cancel at any time. It's oh geez, I should have written it down. It's $35, I think, because it includes shipping. And it's a subscription, and you get 8 cards a month. My fear is that if COVID comes back and we can't do our usual Stamp-A-Stacks in the fall, it could be, people could be scrambling to get their Christmas cards done. So you'll do 4 different designs. This is 2 of this month. I haven't designed the other 2 yet. And you'll get everything you need, and you'll be able to substitute with whatever stamp set you have on hand. If I'm going to use a specific stamp set, I will email everybody in advance and let them know. But it's a subscription, and if you stay for 6 months, June through November, in November, I will email you and say, hey, thanks for sticking around for 6 months. Pick out $25 worth of merchandise, anything you want. So it's a pretty good deal, and it's fun. And it's always fun to get a surprise package in the mail. And when you're done, you'll have 48 Christmas cards ready to go. So think about that. And thanks for playing along today. We will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.